Hi all, my name is Brianna Carey, and for my textual analysis project, I looked at Kerry Walsh Jennings' cultural impact on volleyball. I looked at Kerry Walsh Jennings' cultural impact through her social media account, Instagram. I looked at her stories, videos, posts, captions, and more. As you can see to the right, that is Kerry Walsh Jennings in her USA volleyball attire. She is a 3-time gold medalist, 1-time bronze medalist, a mom, a wife, and a teammate, just to name a few. So the theory and method. This content analysis analyzed Kerry Walsh's cultural impact on volleyball players through her social media presence on Instagram through Giddens' structuration theory. There are 2 main aspects of structuration and 3 main dimensions involved. The 2 main aspects are systems, which are observable patterns of behavior in relationships and structures, which are rules and resources members rely on to do their work. The 3 dimensions include interpretation and understanding. It tells us how something should be done. Number 2, a sense of morality or proper conduct, what should be done. And thirdly, a sense of power and action, how things are accomplished, according to our communication theories book by Littlejohn, Foss, and Ozell. The method used to conduct this was a content analysis. Content analysis was chosen because it provides a replicable methodology to access deep individual or collective structures such as values, intentions, attitudes, and cognitions, according to one of my sources, Dara, Reger, and Farrar. I will now show you an overview of Kerry's Instagram account. Her Instagram account has given an insight to her viewers and followers on an inside look on what is to be a mom, family-oriented person, an Olympic gold medalist, and a way to go after your dreams, and so much more. So this is Kerry Walsh's Instagram. She has posted a lot and has many videos, pictures, and stories for me to analyze. As you can see, her content is about her family, her volleyball life, inspirational quotes, and workout videos, and so much more. She has over 237,000 followers, and she is followed by people all over the world. Conducting this analysis allowed me to understand how an Olympic gold medalist, celebrity, and family-oriented person can impact the ever-so-growing culture of volleyball by a few words, pictures, and videos, along with the influence of the mass media on knowledge, opinions, and attitudes. According to Hans, content analysis is also the study of figuring out if content is meaningful to the audience and if there is a common meeting ground between the communicator and the audience. Next is me showing you the theory in use. Interpretation and understanding. Giddens' structuration theory, first dimension of interpretation and understanding, tells us how something should be done. In this case, Kerry Walsh Jennings' stories, captions, and posts tell us how we should act as volleyball players and how to aim high and get to where she is. Not that it's possible because she is the world's greatest volleyball player. She makes volleyball players understand the culture of volleyball is to take care of one another and create a family culture and atmosphere. The second dimension, a sense of morality or proper conduct, tells us what should be done. She tells us to follow certain accounts to register for this giveaway. She tells us what we should do as volleyball players to improve our character and game. Lastly, the third dimension is a sense of power in action, which tells us how things are accomplished. On Kerry Walsh Jennings' story, she shares podcasts that she is a part of. She tells us in captions what she does and how we can do things at home. She shows us how she is a mom and the way she loves and supports her family. Now, this leads me into my findings. I had to ask myself, is there a common meeting ground between the audience and communicator? I found in this case, there is a common ground based off the comments and interactions her followers and her have. For example, on the Zoom with Carrie post, there are a lot of people that comment with hearts and emojis that show they like her and trust what she is saying. If there was not a common meeting ground, a lot of people would not have commented like they did. I found while looking through her content, she is family oriented and is not afraid to show that off. An ideology of this is by showing she is family oriented, it makes it feel like a volleyball player should care about family and the volleyball culture should be like a family. She has also created such a positive volleyball culture and has shaped her followers' behavior in making/encouraging them to respect the sport and themselves. She uses communication artifacts such as hashtags, captions, emojis, all which create a certain dynamic about how we should feel, act, and think. An ideology of volleyball culture can be fun, light-hearted, and does not always need to be taken so serious. Patterns on post. Everything is related to volleyball or her family. The quote she gave can be implied generically or to volleyball depending on how you look at it or read it. Her workouts are related to volleyball, but anyone who wanted to get into shape could also do them. Lastly, she has been able to get sponsors and create her own workout platform that she is now able to give giveaways. This not only helps her maintain followers, but can connect with them even more. It gives others the idea that you work hard, maybe one day they can be sponsored by someone if that is their dreams. My findings that Kerri Walsh Jennings, for a fact, does have a cultural impact on volleyball and volleyball players. There is personal empowerment in her Instagram account and how she portrays herself. I think after analyzing all of her text, she knows that her audience is anyone from 14 to 30 years old, and those are the ones that are more likely to get influenced, which is why she tries to leave such a strong impact on these people in the culture of volleyball. Without Kerri, volleyball would not be not as well as it is, and the culture would also be lost. She also set the foundation of what volleyball should be about. So why does all of this matter? Well, Kerri Walsh Jennings is a real person. She is able to empower individuals, organizations, and society. No matter how one looks at it, any one person, organization, or society can look at her Instagram and take something away from it. She is authentic to herself, never is fake, and never steers away from being herself. She has created a culture of community which anyone can be a part of if they choose. Her values based off of her Instagram include respect for each other, hard work, believe in yourself, and so much more. Her own personal values have helped shape the community culture. The best ways to impact a culture positively on Instagram is to be authentic, be real, and find common ground with your followers. What did we find that is new to this topic? Well, not all celebrities are bad and have negative influence on culture and individuals. There are some individuals that are still good and try their best to positively influence ones that they know will take to their style. Culture is something that is evolutionary and always changing. So when you find someone that can change it for the better, allow them to do that and help them along the way. I encourage you to take a look for yourself at her Instagram and see how it impacts you. Leave a message in the comments about your thoughts and inspirations from her Instagram account. Lastly, I leave you with this. Kerri Walsh Jennings has impacted the volleyball culture and the players, and it has been done with grace and ease. Lastly, these are the references that helped me get through this project. Now thank you for your time.